Hi guys, it's New Jersey Garden. Today it's in the 50s, so it's finally warming up, and I just planted 3 varieties of lettuce into this raised garden planter. I believe I got this planter from either BJ's or Costco a couple years ago, and what is nice about it is it fits on my deck and it prevents slugs from getting at my lettuce. So I planted 3 types. And I planted new red fire lettuce. I do love the flavor of red lettuce, so I'm going to try this year. I planted Paris Island Cause, which is a type of romaine. And then I planted Little Gem. I got that from a couple different places. I planted Little Gem last year and it performed really, really well for me. So one thing I have done with my lettuce, I plant my lettuce seeds really close together and I just harvest small leaves rather than growing big heads of lettuce. I've had trouble growing big heads of lettuce, so I just use the cut and come again method of lettuce growing, and I just seed heavily and then just cut my lettuce leaves and just continue to get lettuce throughout the season. So I do know Little Gem, which is a type of romaine, performed really well for me last year. And we were harvesting this through July and it didn't even turn bitter. So I'm expecting good performance this year from Little Gem. I am also going to be planting my peas. Now I have grown both of these before, Sugar Snap Pea and Super Sugar Snap. One year I grew Super Sugar Snap and a groundhog got into the pea seedlings a few times, and we actually saw another groundhog recently, so we may be trapping it. We don't kill the groundhog, we just trap it humanely using a trap called Have a Heart, and then we relocate the groundhog at least 5 miles away so it won't come back, because groundhogs can do a lot of destruction to gardens. But with the Super Sugar Snaps, I did struggle with them because of the groundhog, and then they didn't grow all that tall. They're supposed to grow a little shorter than the regular Sugar Snap peas. The flavor is very similar. I found that the regular Sugar Snap peas weren't as sweet as a Super Sugar Snap, although I have read differently that it should be the opposite. So I'm going to grow both of them this year together and just compare the taste. I'm also going to be planting alyssum today into pots on my deck, and then I'm going to transplant these out. I usually direct sow these, but because I do get alyssum popping up in the spring in various places, I'm not seeing it yet, and I kind of want to wait before I direct sow any alyssum to see if anything pops up. So that's why I'm planting it in containers on the deck for now, and then I will be transplanting this out into the garden. So I like Carpet of Snow. It's a really billowy, nice ground cover alyssum. And then this Royal Carpet, I have had a little trouble growing this in the past, but I'm determined to grow it this year. So for my seedlings that I plant in the basement, I do use a seed starting mix. But for my annuals that I plant outside on my deck, or like the lettuce, I just use potting mix. This one I got this year is Organic Choice Raised Bed and In-Ground Soil with Compost. I got this at Home Depot, and it is a Miracle Grow product. So I'll be filling these 2 containers and planting the alyssum. Okay, so I filled up my 2 containers and I'm going to plant the alyssum now. And one thing I want to mention to everyone is I am hoping to get up to 1,000 subscribers soon, and when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to treat myself to a tripod so I can show more in my videos. I've been using a camera and holding it myself the whole time. I don't have a camera person, so when I get a tripod, it'll be a lot easier for me to show and demonstrate everything. So if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. So normally you're supposed to plant these 6 inches apart, but because these seed packets are a few years old, I don't know what the germination rates will be, so I heavily seeded both of these containers. I normally wouldn't seed so heavily, but like I said, these seeds are really old, so I'm gonna just press this into the soil. They do want light to germinate. A lot of seeds want darkness to germinate, but these alyssum want light to germinate. So I just press them into the soil and I'm going to water them, and then I will keep you guys posted. Now, alyssum can handle the cold. If there is going to be a frost, like if it dips below 32 degrees, I am going to bring these inside, but they can handle cold weather. So it is, and I've direct sowed these before in April in New Jersey, and it's been just fine. So I will keep you guys posted on the lettuce and the alyssum and let you guys see how everything is going. And then over here is the vegetable garden, and it's a little bit of a mess right now. I need to fix the fence. There is netting around it so the deer won't get in. There's a bunch of straw that was placed over everything, but the deer or maybe the the groundhog got into the strawberries, and a lot of the strawberry plants have been nipped off. So I'm hoping the strawberries can recover, because we do have a lot of strawberry plants in there. It's the third year for the strawberries, so that was upsetting to see that. So I need to fix the fence and hopefully catch the groundhog. So this is what happened to all of the strawberry plants. They all got nibbled on, every single one of them. So I'm hoping this center part will leaf out and we'll still get some strawberries regardless, but I'm so disappointed. I don't know if this was the deer. I think it was the groundhog. So as you can see, I have a lot of strawberry plants here, and I was hoping to have a lot of strawberries this year, and I'm so upset about this destruction. So I'm sure we'll still get strawberries, but probably not as many as we would have. I'm going to plant both sugar snap peas and super sugar snap peas. Sugar snaps don't grow as tall as the regular sugar snaps. The flavor is very similar, but I did find that the super sugar snaps seemed a little sweeter. But I'm going to compare the taste this year and just see which ones I like better. I am going to have, I have these 10-foot, or maybe it's 8-foot trellising poles that I'll be setting up. Once these seedlings emerge, I'll put those into the ground. And for peas, you just have to put them about, I actually usually do 2 rows of these, and you plant them about 1 inch to 2 inches deep. And the seed packet is saying plant them 2 inches apart. So that's what I usually do with my peas. They're about 2 inches apart. So what I'm going to have is a row of sugar snap peas, and then a row of the super sugar snaps. So I have planted 2 rows of peas, and I don't know if you can see that, but I planted them about 1 inch to 1.5 inches deep, and I have the taller peas in the back and the shorter ones in the front. So the super sugar snaps are in the back and the regular sugar snaps are in the front. So now I'm just going to cover over these peas, and it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so these will get a lot of water, and it is supposed to rain most of the week actually, and the temperatures are only going to be in the 50s, but that's fine. The peas will still germinate.